Hey, this is Jamey with Stonemaier Games, and today I'm going to talk about my favorite mechanism in Rolling Ranch. This is a game that I played for the first time at a game day yesterday, and I really had a lot of fun with it. As you can tell, it is a roll and write game where one player, any player really, is rolling these two dice, and then up to 20 other players, because it's one of those wonderful roll and write games that scales infinitely. One of my favorite things about roll and write games. Rolls those dice, and then you select a couple different things. I won't go into it here. I'm sure you can find the rules online so you can see exactly how it works. It isn't exactly tied to my favorite mechanism, so I won't go into that. Although I do like the choice that's presented by these dice. The basic idea in the game is that you are trying to fill up your little farm here. And the first player to fill up their farm triggers the end of the game. They don't necessarily win, but they trigger the end of the game. Along the way, you are building structures. You're using resources over here to build structures, and you're placing them in the farm. And you get points for different things. As you can kind of see, there's some heavier lines between some of these hexes. Those are called pins or something like that. That's where the different animals and different things are kept. And you're looking at groups of things based on those lines, based on those areas. My favorite mechanism in the game is not only are you rolling and writing down some things on this map, which is very satisfying. You're starting from nothing like this, and you are growing to something like this. Not only are you doing that, but which is already very satisfying, but at certain times in the game, if you roll 2 hearts, and it looks like I have 2 hearts. Yeah, I'll show an example. Yeah, looks like the hearts are all on chickens. So if you roll 2 hearts, you can kind of see them in the bottom right-hand corner there. If anyone rolls those 2 hearts, it means that all of your animals breed if they are paired up in habitats. So let me show you. Let me see if I can find my little mat here, because I was already. Yeah, I was primed for. Was this me? No, that wasn't me. I was primed for a great breeding session. Here's one that looks good. This is Dave's. Dave did a good job with drawing. So if you have pairs of animals in these pens, more than one of the same animal in a pen, they breed when someone rolls those double hearts. And so Dave was kind of set up here for a breeding. We didn't get a breed near the end of the game. We got 2 breeds early on in the game and none for the rest of the game. So we were all like ready to breed, and it didn't happen. But Joe, the teacher of the game, he mentioned this as his favorite mechanism, and I totally agree, because not only are you rolling and writing and adding stuff to this little farmyard, but also because of the breeding, it feels like it's growing organically without even you having to do anything, because you've already positioned the animals in these pairs so that they will breed. And so I really, really like that mechanism. We were all kind of cheering for a breed to happen near the end of the game. It didn't happen, but I like that we were all kind of those. I like those moments in games where you're all rooting for the same thing, or most of the players were. A few players weren't, but most players were. And that satisfying thing that can happen when, in addition to doing a normal thing on your turn, writing down an animal or building a house or something like that, your animals could just breed and spread. Obviously, this is seen in other farm games, but I haven't seen something like this in a roll and write game, and I thought it was just a really nice touch of theme that added to the sense of progression and growth in Rolling Ranch. So yeah, that's my favorite mechanism in Rolling Ranch. If you can think of anything like this in a roll and write game, something organic that you're gaining for something else that you set up earlier in the game, I'd love to hear your thoughts about that in the comments. Or if you have a favorite farming game that you want to talk about, let me know your favorite farming game and why that is your favorite farming tabletop game. That's it. I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments. Thanks.